Hello, I'm back, and this is a rant. Before I go any further, I'm just gonna lay it on the line for you. I'm going to be ranting about third parties, broken games, broken promises, and Bethesda and EA. Um, after the cut, there'll be foul language, cursing, graphical descriptions of man on beast, sexuality, and other disgusting things. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, I'm back, and it's time to get into it. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to talk about the Wii U's faltering third-party support. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, Wii U is losing third-party support. Oh, let me tell you something, okay? I'm a primary Nintendo gamer. I've owned every single Nintendo console from the NES all the way up to the current one, okay? I remember when the Nintendo had great third-party support. I remember when it dwindled, and I stuck with them then. And for people who keep on saying, we need third-party games. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't see people saying, when you go to Microsoft and Sony with their shitty first-party IPs, which are really what should be getting you into the door of a game, is what is solely on that system. And what you get is a lot of shitty multiplats. But you people don't say anything then. So you mean to tell me that my system of choice needs to have a whole bunch of shitty, broken, patch after patch after patch multiplats? I think not. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean everything is, always going to be the same thing. Okay? To tell you the truth, right now the Wii has, relatively speaking, strong third-party support. You want to know why? Because it has a shitload of indie games coming. You want to know the cool thing about indies? Indies are technically third-party. So, so what? We don't have the DLC for that shitty-ass Arkham Origins game. I'm not broken up about it. It's not an Arkham game anyway. Doesn't have the dude who does the voice for Batman. Doesn't have Mark Hamill doing the voice of the Joker. So fuck that game, okay? Sorry. Uses the same rehashed battle system that we saw in past installments. Nothing new. But it's not even as good as Arkham City or Arkham Asylum. So, it's the three-peat that sucks compared to the first two. Okay, it's the Batman Returns compared to Tim Burton's The Batman and Tim Burton's Batman Returns. This is Batman Forever. This is the Batman Forever to Batman Returns and the original Batman, directed by Tim Burton. Okay? It's like, you're never going to be as good as the first two. But that brings me to another point. This is normal. Nintendo is never going to have the strong third-party lineup that it had back in the SNES days. It's not going to happen. And to tell you the truth, am I upset about that? It bothers me a little bit, but am I going to sit there and bitch and moan like a bunch of crying little pussies on the internet? Oh, it doesn't have third-party games. Let me tell you something. From what I've seen from most third-party developers, I would rather not have their shitty games on my system. I said it. Yes. And this comes from, which brings me to my first target, Bethesda. Bethesda makes great games. Bethesda makes great games that have to be fixed post-launch. Okay? I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? Games are a good, okay? They're a good that you buy. If I bought a car or a bike that basically, was defective upon me purchasing it, and then I had to, for a year after it came out, keep on going back to the shop where I bought it from and having them work on it so that it's eventually usable, I would be very pissed off. I would report their ass to the Better Business Bureau. And yet we sit here as gamers and take shoddy, ill-made games. Okay? We take it willingly. We literally, it's like we spent it's like we're spending a weekend in the lockup, and there's a big dude up there named Bubba who says, well, bend over, boy, I'm gonna take care of you. And you're like, I'm not, and you're not gonna fight against it. You just pull down your pants and say, well, don't rape me too bad. That's basically what we do as gamers, okay? We buy Skyrim. Now, I'm going to tell you this, okay? As a primary, because I refuse to buy any Microsoft console and put it in my house. And that was before Kinect came out. Fuck Microsoft and their shitty systems. I got a PS3, okay? I had Oblivion and Skyrim on that system. Both of them fun games. Both of them broken, glitchy messes, okay? I'm talking missing quests, NPCs, critical NPCs disappearing, glitches where you fall through the floor for eternity and then it crashes. Bethesda. This is Bethesda. They put out a shitty product and then say, we'll fix it post-launch. And now people are hyping up their fucking MMO? Let me put it this way, okay? Think about as big as Bethesda's games are. Or games that use Bethesda's engines. New Vegas or Fallout 3. Okay? Those games are huge. Or Skyrim or Oblivion. Huge games. An MMO has to be even bigger. Do you honestly think this game is going to be perfectly peachy keen out the gate? If you do, you're an idiot. Okay? Which, I mean, you know, really? Which, you know, I don't, you know, people expect us as gamers to just, they put out a shoddy product and we're supposed to take it. We're supposed to just fucking take it up, just take it. You know, it's like someone abusing you and, you know, they expect you're the victim. Well, you shouldn't have said something. No. I refuse to be robbed and to be forced to pay for a shoddily, ill-conceived, ill-made product. And then if I say something about it, people, oh, don't say that. It's a good game. Let me tell you something, okay? Now, maybe we hold other companies to a different standard, but seriously, if Nintendo or Sega even, if Nintendo or Sega came out with a game, okay, and they said, this game, the game is seriously broken when it hits the shelves, right? And they have to work on it, like, for a year after it comes out. People would torpedo the shit out of Nintendo over that. And yet we give all these other companies a pass. Well, the game is fun. Fun is great, but if I'm playing an RPG for 6 hours and the last time I saved was 6 hours ago because I was so engrossed in it, which is the job of an RPG, to get you engrossed and invested in the game, and then the game hits a bug where I literally lose all my fucking save data, fuck that game and fuck the developers that made it. That's how I feel. Which leads me to EA. EA. The publishing house, game publishing house from hell. Now, recently there was an article that stated that an anonymous source at EA said that essentially to them, Nintendo is dead to them. Now, then they had their asshole sports COO, Peter Moore, say, oh, that's not true. Look, actions speak louder than words, and I'm not going to say what some people say. Put your shitty games on our system. You know what? I don't want EA's shoddy, ill-conceived games on my system. What I want is an A effort, but thus far, they have proven what this person has said to a T. They've put shitty, shoddy, ill-made games on the system. So maybe the man wasn't lying. Not to mention that EA is a foul company all around. I mean, how are you PS4 and Xbox One users doing with that Battlefield 4? How about that NBA Live? Actually, you know, I don't feel like, you know, as a Wii U, the only next-gen system that I have is my Wii U. As a Wii U only next-gen system currently right now, I'm not feeling too left out of not having those shitty games on my system. I'm not feeling broken up about it. It's basically, it's kind of like, it's kind of like I'm the dude who just pulled into a, there was a robbery going on, and they only had time to rob everyone but me because I was at the end. And they didn't get to me when they heard the sirens and they ran out. I'm like, man, it sucks to be you, bro. I'm lucky. I made it. Okay. But anyway, you know, this rant, which leads me to my final point in this rant, which is, you know, the gamers that put up with this mediocrity, it's not mediocrity, okay? It's okay, like, okay, a 99-cent game on the App Store is mediocre, okay? To me, Angry Birds is a mediocre game. It's a time waster, but it's not like, you know, something that's gonna be earth-shattering or change how you game, okay? It's a mediocre game, okay? Nothing special about it. So with Candy Crush or Candy Crush Saga, they're mediocre ass games. Okay, they're ripped off from more original games. Okay, but I'm talking about low quality, just downright shoddily ill-conceived, broken ass games, and gamers put up with it. Oh, they let these companies slide. They let them just slide. They're like, oh, fuck them, you know. Yeah, I don't care. Fuck them. I want to play my broken ass games. It's a sad world we live in, man. It's a sad, sad world. So, in summation, okay, we have companies like Bethesda putting through broken ass games, and people hyping them up, knowing that they're going to be broken. Okay? I'm waiting right now for the inevitable cavalcade of broken ass, just huge amounts of glitches coming through from Bethesda's new game, Elder Scrolls. I'm waiting on it. Okay? And then we have the publishers like EA screwing over people. You know. Warner Brothers canceling DLC. Namco canceling games for the Wii U. And you know what? I wasn't gonna buy the shit anyway. I don't even like Pac-Man anymore. Have three Pac-Man machines at my business. Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and Pac-Man Jr. All of them are okay, but Namco Bandai hasn't made a good Pac-Man game in over 30 years almost? That's a long time. Okay, 25 years. Definitely over 2 decades. And yet we're supposed to be, oh, they canceled the game on the Wii U? I didn't want your shitty game on my system. You know, unless you're going to bring your A game, I don't want it on my system. You know what I'm looking forward to coming from third parties this year? Pier Solar. Festival of Magic, Shovel Knight, that game with the cat on rails that shoots shit. You know, these games are worthwhile looking forward to because these developers actually give a shit about what they're doing. They're actually optimizing it for the system. It's sad. It's really sad. But, alas, as a Wii U owner, I must feel sad that we've lost the support of shitty third-party developers. I'm not crying on the outside, but inside, I'm shedding tears of pain and sorrow, and even sometimes I feel a little something deep within my. Sorry, that was just indigestion. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. I don't care. So what? Fuck the third parties. We're not getting Street Fighter. Fuck it. We get Smash Brothers, which is infinitely better than anything Capcom's released in years. Anyway, that's just how I feel. This rant was brought to you by me, Mr. Red Fox. You guys have a good day.